All right, guys, listen. There are 3 things that are going to help you improve your life drastically, and they're very, very, very simple to do. Okay? I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Number one, first and foremost, you have to have a vision. Okay? If you do not have a vision on what you want to do, you're going to be going in a direction with no direction. You can't do that. Imagine going to, say, you're going to go to another state. Okay, you have no idea how to get there, but you hop in your car and you just start driving. What's the likelihood of you actually getting to the state that you want to? Okay, very slim, very slim. And that's exactly what, trying to become quote unquote successful and not having a direction in which you want to pursue. Okay, imagine where you want to be at in the next 5 to 10 years. What do you want that person to do? What do you want that person to be? What kind of life do you think that person will be living? What do you think people are going to say about you behind closed doors? Those questions are going to help dictate what you want to do in your life. Okay? That's first and foremost. Number 1 is making sure that you have a vision. Without the vision, you're blind. You're running in a direction that you just don't know where you're going. So making sure that you know exactly what you want to do. If you guys are planning on starting a business or starting a channel or whatever it might be, make sure that you have an idea on where you want that vision to go. If you don't know where that vision is going to go, you really need to think about and plan out exactly what you want your life to look like. Okay, don't let that use that as an excuse to not start though. You need to make sure that you start, and then as you're going, you can kind of dictate on where you want your life to go. Okay, your vision is just a foundation. It's not the end point. You're going to have a lot of bumps and plateaus throughout your career of trying to become the better you, and that's okay, but we have to adjust and we have to keep going. That brings me to my next point. Okay, number two is going to be consistency. Consistency is something I have struggled with for a very, very long time, and I get it. Okay, it's very easy to not do it. It's very easy to sit on your couch and watch anime. It's very easy to play video games and ignore your problems. It's very easy to do those things. But if you don't stay consistent, whether you're selling a product or you're starting a YouTube channel, whatever it might be, if you don't stay consistent on what you're trying to do, the people that you are trying to either entertain or to sell a product to are not going to believe in you because you don't even believe in yourself to stay consistent. Consistency is probably one of the most important steps out of everything, because if you start and you don't stay consistent, obviously nothing's going to work. Sorry. But if you have a vision and you stay consistent, it's no longer if I'm going to succeed. It's a matter of when, right? You stay consistent on something for a long time, and you actually are putting in the work. And you're actually doing stuff, not just booting up your computer and staring at your screen. Actually doing stuff, actually staying committed, making a task each day to do X amount of things in your business or your channel or whatever it might be. There's absolutely no reason that you should be failing. None. Because you're constantly going to be pushing yourself to keep growing, to keep doing the better things, to, be the better you every single day. Okay? There is absolutely no reason that you should be failing if you're just being consistent on everything you do. It doesn't even matter if it's for making money, if it's going to the gym, or being a better boyfriend or a better husband or a better son, better daughter, whatever it might be. Doing that consistently is going to make sure that you succeed in whatever area you are in your life, whatever it is that you want to succeed on. Consistency is one of the most important things to do after you create a vision. You have an idea of where you want to go. because without an idea, where you want to go, you can't stay consistent on that thing that you want, right? It's very simple in the foundation of things, but it is hard to do every day. And I will admit it. I've struggled with these things for many years. I started my business in 2018. It's not where I want to be. I wanted to, be where I once was. I was that successful entrepreneur for a little bit, and things went downhill, and I lost hope. But that is not an excuse for you to stop. And learn from me is you want to keep pushing consistently. No matter if you're having bad days or good days, do something. Don't just sit around and weep in your sorrow. Make sure that you're actually putting in the effort to become a better you, to make your business a better business. Beat yesterday's you. Today's you is one of the best yous because it's the one that's living now. Okay? So make sure every day you are putting in the work and being consistent on what you told yourself that you wanted to do and where you wanted to be. Okay? And that brings me to my third one. The third one is something I struggle with, and I think a lot of people struggle with, especially people under 30. Limit the distractions. This is something that I have lied to myself about for many, many, many years, is limit the distractions. Don't tell anybody that you're going to stop doing the things that you have been doing for your entire life, okay? If you've been doing something your entire life and your life hasn't changed, that should go to show you that you haven't really put in the effort to make yourself have a better life. If you want, the cars, the house, the whatever it is that you desire, and you don't have it yet, that's because you're doing something that isn't allowing you to have that. For me, it was video games. I have been using video games almost my entire life, I would say. I would say around 10 is when I really discovered video games, when I was allowed to play video games. And ever since then, I've used video games as an outlet to ignore my life problems. Whether that's, school, or if that's, stress, whatever it is, I use video games to distract myself because you get free dopamine from that. And it might not even be video games for you. It might be, going out with your friends and, ignoring your day-to-day tasks. Whatever it is that you're doing that makes you ignore your day-to-day tasks, and you understand that, you realize that you probably need to cut that out. Recently, I cut out video games, and I'm telling you now, my mind has completely transferred from not feeling creative at all to being some of the most creative moments that I've had in a very, very long time. Now, I've stopped playing video games for about 10 months a couple years ago, and that's where the glory days were in my business and in my life. Is everything drastically improved because I stopped living my life through a virtual reality and started living myself in the actual reality, and my life became exponentially better. My relationships became better, my business became better, everything became better. And when I thought, okay, I got this under control, I got this on pat, I introduced video games into my life again because I thought I could handle it. Guys, once you guys let go of that thing that is distracting you, don't go back. No matter what you do, don't go back. Okay? Because what got you to that point of success can easily be taken away from you from the thing that took you away from success. Understand that. Do not fall into the same steps that I did, that I'm currently correcting. And just when you let go of something, let go of something. Don't bring it back into your life. Whatever it is, if it's not bringing you closer to what you want, don't bring it back. The instant pleasure is not worth a lifetime of regrets, okay? Make sure you understand that. And understand that, life is a valuable thing. And as far as we know, we only have one shot at it, okay? So making sure that you're doing the things every day that you want to do and that you're excited to do, and that you can't wait until the next day so you can put your all into it once more. Do those things. Don't settle down for the instant dopamine. The dopamine hits is what really kills, a lot of entrepreneurs, or a lot of people who in the self-development space, whether you're an entrepreneur or if you're just someone who's, trying to better their lives. That dopamine hit of doom scrolling or video games or drugs or partying or the list goes on and on. Not one thing fits everybody, but you know what your thing is. And I'm telling you now, if you just let go and you fully dial in, you dial in on your health, you dial in on your business, you dial in on your relationships, your life will get better. I don't see why it wouldn't. Why wouldn't your life get better if you focused on all of those things? You started creating a vision for yourself. You started staying consistent. You got rid of all the distractions. Why isn't that a recipe for success? It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of, being consistent. It's a matter of being the person that you want to be. Right? So, to run that back one more time, guys. Number one is having a vision. That vision is going to push you through the days that you just don't want to. And I suggest even making a vision board. Create a vision board of the things that you want. Whatever it is that you want, For example, mine's a decent sized house. I'm about to have a daughter in a couple months, so I have her. A Nissan GTR. Those things I look at that, I'm like, that's what I want, and that's what I'm going for. Because right now, my life's good. My life's fine. I have no complaints. I can do what I want to do most of the time. But it's not what I want. My life is good, but it's not what I want. And I'm lucky to be in this situation. Some people aren't able to be in a situation where their life is good. But that's even more the reason to put in the effort. So number one, vision. Have that vision. Keep that vision on you. Okay? Number two, consistency. Okay? Consistency is the most important. Once you have that vision, you got to stay consistent. Consistency is going to make or break you. All right? Number three, last one, limit the distractions. Okay? I'm not saying you can't enjoy some dopamine from time to time. That's fine. Just don't indulge yourself into it every single day or, every single week if it's, something that really bothers you. So guys, hope you liked this video. I hope it brought value to you. I hope it, made you think and maybe gave you the extra push that you needed to really start to dial in on your life. Because, this is what I needed. This is something I talked about with my wife, and we both came to an agreement, and we both listed these things out that helped me. So I just want to pass on the information to you guys, and hopefully this helped you guys push yourself to really take the next step. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.